full toss. And he's got that away. He's got that away for 4. That's what happens. Suddenly the batsman decides, when you've got someone like A.B. de Villiers, he says, right, I'm going to move around a bit and just think about boundaries. He's got his 5th 4.
When I said elegance personified, of course, I was being tongue-in-cheeky. But Danny Morrison, how do you bowl to a, unbowlable batsman to like A.B. de Villiers?
Well, I remember that replay vividly with Mikey Haseman in this part of the world in those early days of Hero CPL. Yeah, if you don't land at 2 for a start, you're going to be in a lot of trouble against A.B. de Villiers. And even when it does pitch and maybe spin a bit, he is notorious for this. We have chatted at length about him in recent times, that he is probably the initiator of 360 degrees. So, yeah, you've really got to be on your game. And I think with Trevase there, you're trying to bowl different magic balls, trying to bowl those sort of, surprise deliveries. And you've got to have that in your repertoire. But, yeah, if you don't get it right, well, see you later.
No, absolutely. But, as a bowler, would you reckon, like a player like him, would it be tougher for him to pick a slower ball when he's in the zone of, just going for it? I mean, does a change of pace really from a spinner affect him, you reckon?
Huge, because as Moods and I keep talking to the cows come home, this was supposed to be the death of spinners. They said, oh, you're joking. T20, they just want to smash it everywhere. And this poor old spinners, slower. Well, at the end of the day, I think, 8 or 9 of the top 10 bowlers in T20 formats are generally wrist spinners or a slow left armour because they're unique. They take pace off it. So when I look at that, you'll see guys come on, and Moods will elaborate on this more, is that your coaches and captains will think about either opening bowling with that sort of style of bowling, because you can, it's brilliant, slipping over and get it done at the spinner possibly, but also I just think the bamboozling nature of the spinner who can give it a rip, and that pace off the ball on surfaces that might just help a little, very difficult for batters at times, and they get embarrassed just as much as bowlers can as well.
Right.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Please continue, Tom.
Yeah, no, I was just going to add to that, in that the huge advantage spinners have as well is that, particularly the ones that spin it both ways with a little bit of mystery attached to it. Shakib Al Hassan is a genuine left arm spinner. So he's only turning it one way. He doesn't have any mystery ball, a deucer or anything like that. So he's turning it away from the right-hander. So he's purely relying on the angle coming into the right-hander as a challenge. But where his great skill is change of pace. So he's looking to be very, very clever with his change of pace. Obviously, the delivery, the highlight that we saw of A.B. de Villiers put him under enormous pressure. I think he was looking to probably go block hole with that ball and made it far too full. And, for someone like A.B., he could have hit that anywhere.
Absolutely. Just a final question on this, Tom. In fact, we have a question. Why don't we take it from a viewer? Yep. It says, if you had to pick, both of you, and one of you can go first. If you had to pick only AB or Kohli in your T20 squad, who would it be?
Moods, don't get it wrong.
A.B. de Villiers for me.
Where's the show coming out of on this platform? We want to stay alive, Moods. Yeah, look, it is a no-brainer. I think we all know how good a player Kohli is, and I think more so longer version. But we've just been waxing lyrical about Mr. 360. AB, he's taking it to another level, isn't he? In T20 especially. Even less than 50 over cricket. He is so unique and just such a star that he also keeps. And as Moods is saying, if you don't bring 2, maybe even 3 facets of the game to the table, you're going to struggle. Whereas, if Virat bowled a little bit better, if he was a bit more of a unique bowler, maybe. But AB keeps, and he's a wonderful keeper. Or if he hasn't, he's a dynamic fielder. Let alone his batting. Whereas, Kohli, decent batter, of course, world class. But for me, I'm with Moods.